Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're doing well. I've got a beer from Brew York to review this time around, and it is a can of their Raspberry Pie, and it's a Raspberry Oat Milkshake Pale Ale, and it's coming in at 4.7% ABV. This one came in my latest Beer 52 box. Not had a Brew York beer in ages, so I'm quite looking forward to this one. Loads and loads of information on the back of this, loads of it, loads and loads. See what it says. It says, much like the Raspberry Pi made computers and the internet more accessible, Raspberry Pi was brewed with the intention to make the milkshake beer style more accessible by using oat milk for body and creaminess. This beer is juicy and tart with fruity raspberries up front, complementing the smooth oat milk and comforting vanilla on the finish. It says it's going to be fruity, sweet, and mouthfeel should be quite strong. They're the three aspects they've gone for with this one, apparently. Ingredients: barley, oats, oat milk, wheat, raspberries, maltodextrin, hops, and vanilla. So yeah, let's get this Raspberry Oats Milkshake Pale Ale out of its can, into a glass, see if it's any good. It certainly has that raspberry beer look about it. Bosh. Brew York, very, very popular at the moment. A lot of people will be fans of these guys. Me personally, I'm yet to have a Brew York beer blow me away yet. So, yeah, see if this one does it. I doubt it. But there it is in a glass. It's, yeah, like a hazy kind of... It's a hazy raspberry juice looking colour, isn't it, really? Crazy carbonation. You can see it all sticking to the glass. Tiniest white finger head on that one. Half a finger, barely. Nail's worth. Yeah, but there it is. It's a summer drink looking thing, isn't it? Let's get me snouting and see what the aroma's telling us. Wow. Really strong raspberry aroma. Raspberry and vanilla, and that's all she wrote really on the aroma. But yeah, really pronounced raspberry. Got a tart aroma. Really strong raspberry. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Cheers. Do you know what? It's not as tart and sweet as I thought it might be. It does exactly what it says on the can. There is raspberry, there is vanilla, and the oats, the oat milk, just kind of dumbs it all down. It measures it out, it balances it out really nicely. It makes for quite a calm raspberry flavoured pale ale. Tartness, the sweetness, the fruitiness of the raspberry, it's slap bang in the middle. As soon as it hits your tongue, you get it. And then just as you think, oh, it's going to be tart, it's going to be slightly sour, the oats, the creaminess, the vanilla, it just kind of pulls it back and balances it out, and it ends up being quite a satisfying and easy drinking raspberry flavoured pale ale. These sort of things aren't normally my style, but it's really, really warm today. It's been like 26 degrees. It's muggy as hell out there. And this is going down a treat, if I'm honest. It's a perfect summer pale ale. If you like your raspberries, I think that's... The oat milk and the vanilla works wonders with this beer. I really wasn't looking forward to this one. Didn't think it was going to be great. But that's very, very well made. It's beautifully balanced. Like I say, the oats and the vanilla balance the whole thing out. And just as you think the raspberry, the tartness of the raspberry, the sweetness of the raspberries are going to take over and it's become a bit of a tart affair, it stops itself. It balances itself out. There's raspberry flavour, but like I say, the vanilla and the oats just stop that tartness from taking over. And it becomes a very drinkable, very enjoyable, I'm going to say it again, it's a perfectly decent summer beer. It's really nice. I'm quite impressed with that. That might not be everyone's cup of tea, this one. But if you've had the Beer 52 box, the Yorkshire box, let me know in the comments what you thought of this one. I wasn't looking forward to this. I didn't think it was going to be great, but I'm well impressed. There's no real hoppy character to speak of. There's no bitterness on that whatsoever. All the flavours at the forefront. The mouthfeel is very nice. It's very soft, very creamy. Really, really low carbonation, considering how lively it looked when it poured. It's a very, very drinkable raspberry pale. They've described it as a milkshake. I get that with the oat milk that's been added. It gives it a very creamy, quite full-bodied, and that also hides any carbonation that there might have been. I've had raspberry beers in the past that have been very thin, very carbonated, and tart with the raspberry juice, fruit puree, whatever that's been added to it. It doesn't say any fruit puree, anything's been added to this. It just says raspberries. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I think that's pretty good. It's ideal for the day we've had today. Warm, muggy. This is perfectly refreshing. Very drinkable, very tasty. Well done, Brew York. That's a good one. So once again, raspberry pie, raspberry oat milkshake, pale ale, 4.7% ABV. That's quite nice. I could see myself drinking a pint or two of that at the Brew York tap room, if that would be on there. Says it all when it's all gone. That's good. I've enjoyed that. I was surprised by it. Excuse me. I'm going to give that 8 out of 10. I'm impressed. It's not the usual thing I would go for normally, but on a day like today, it's absolutely perfect. So once again, Brew York, raspberry pie, which is their raspberry oat milkshake pale ale. 8 out of 10 for that one. Enjoyed that. Go check it out. Give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Until my next one, you take care.